Match number 4 of the evening would see the CXW World title put on the line in a 3 stages of hell match between Johnny Storm taking on the champion Leonardo Darwin. That's right, the Essex Rescue fan favourite Johnny Storm was in the house, folks. I was beyond ecstatic. Now the first rules, for the first round we would be contested under old school rules. The second round would be a blindfold match. The third one would be a ladder match if we got to that stage. Now what I forgot to say, folks, is the fact that this whole night there was no ropes in the ring. Forgot to mention that little fact. So imagine everyone's anticipation for the blindfold section of this match. Anyway, you would actually see Darwin start off by abusing Bobby from the Nerdic podcast. Yes, and the FU Darwin chants would start. Beautiful early exchange of holds. You know, there was some beautiful beautiful flow of wrestling by both these two. I didn't actually know that Darwin could wrestle old school, and obviously Johnny Storm loves a bit of old school chain wrestling. Even the fans were like, "This is wrestling." There'd be a test of strength at one point, and Darwin would kiss Johnny Storm. He'd then head outside and pose. But Johnny Storm would dive out the ring and into the fans. You'd see a roll around sequence of twos, good old classic British wrestling. Leonardo Darwin would then grab some knuckle dusters, which would be taken away by the referee and cause enough of a distraction for Darwin to hit a low blow and the backstabber to pick up the 3 count. So round 1 to Darwin. Round number 2. Well, this was hilarious. They both had t-shirts over their head. Not quite blindfolds, but they could not see nonetheless. You'd see Darwin would start off by abusing Finnair. He thought he'd found Storm. He wasn't. He was just pointing into the wherever. Storm got on all fours and managed to somehow get behind Darwin and trip him up and pick up a 2 count. Darwin would head outside and chop the ring post. Whilst Johnny Storm was just sitting in the fans. Johnny had managed to find himself a seat. Leonardo Darwin would manage to perform a scoop slam. He'd head up top, but he would overshoot the elbow drop. Storm would grab the referee and then hit a low blow kick to win. Just to hit. Johnny doesn't mind the fighting dirty back, you know what I mean? The fan favourite, but he will fight dirty if he's fighting against someone dirty. Round number 2, Leonardo Darwin would start off with grabbing the ladder. Johnny Storm would hit the baseball slide, and Johnny Storm would then perform an atomic drop onto the ladder. He positioned the ladder between Darwin's legs and hit the drop kick onto the ladder. That always has to hurt. They'd fight up onto the ladder. Darwin would hit a fireman carries face plant, and then he'd head outside. He'd grab the doors. He'd grab a door, set it up in the first row. He'd go for a dive, but Storm would sidestep, and Darwin would smash into the door. Darwin would then grab hold of a fire extinguisher. He'd spray the referee as Johnny Storm managed to climb up the ladder and grab hold of the title and retrieve it. But the referee was unawares of this, and Darwin would push the ladder, and Johnny Storm would inadvertently drop the title into Darwin's hand. So as the referee gained his vision back, he would declare Darwin the winner. Darwin would then grab hold of the mic and berate Paris. He'd grab hold of Paris's eldest daughter and start to kiss her. Then out of nowhere, Paul Robinson would appear. That's right, Paul Robinson was in the house. Another Essex wrestling legend, another Brit wrestling legend. He'd perform a double stomp to Darwin's head, and then he'd hold the title belt aloft. Then Darwin would take the opportunity as he left the ring and walked past me to just start abusing me. Absolutely love it. Thanks, Darwin. I love the abuse. I'll give it back to you anytime. Anyway, Johnny Storm put on a great display. You know, should have been champ. got screwed. Yeah, again, Johnny. Got screwed. But, you know, great performance. They're just a great match this was, you know. The 3 Stages of Hell, fantastic to watch. Yeah, just I love watching Johnny Storm in action. I can't say enough about the guy. Darwin did what he had to do, you know, classic heel character, did what he had to do to win the title, or retain the title, sorry. Put on a great performance in the old school. As I said, I didn't realise that the guy could wrestle like that. Fantastic to see, and then still obviously a bit cheating. Nothing wrong with cheating to win. I mean, you've got to get the job done. You know, I am a firm heel fan. You know, we all know that, it's well established by now. And then just excited for Paul Robinson. What a fantastic match this was. The fans absolutely loved it. Just go and check either of these 2 wrestlers out any chance that you get for yourselves.